The next image that we're going to add to our photo montage or composite image is the painting. So we're going to go File, Open, or Control O, and then find your painting image. It's painting.psd. Open it, and let's see, there's a couple of ways to move it in. I could either remove it from remove the image window from the workspace, and the other way is to, if I put it back, for example, let me just put it back. I could do arrange and tile again. So I have my different images. I don't know, I think I like it better the other way. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to select the painting inside the image with my marquee tool. So I go up and grab my marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool, and then click at the corner and drag. It's not working. Okay, deselect. Control D is deselect. I keep hitting that and I don't say it, so just to let you know I'm hitting Control D. And then if it's not perfectly aligned, you can always use your arrow keys to move it around. Okay. And I think I made it too big. So if you right click the selection, you can pick transform selection, and that allows you, it gives you the little handlebars to adjust little points of adjustment. So I can hover over one of them and move the selection to transform it. And then when I'm done, I hit enter. And then I can either go up to my tools panel and hit move tool, or I can just press V, and then I can just click inside the selection and start dragging it into my other image. And then once I've done that, I think my floating window is somewhere behind here. Okay, so I can close this. I don't need it anymore. Don't save it. We're not going to need it anymore. So at this point, I'm going to move my window over so that I can see the whole image over here. And then with the painting, clearly it doesn't look like it belongs because the perspective is off. And so we're going to adjust that using the transform command. And so one thing is whenever you bring something into its own layer, then if you hit transform, for example, if you go edit transform, for example scale, if I pick scale, it will just transform whatever's on the layer. So in this case, it's only a painting. So it's only going to transform that, not the rest of the image. And you can also right click once you've picked transform. You can right click and move to any of the other ones. For example, rotate gives you the angle brackets or the bent arrow, and you can just turn it around. There's a point inside the middle of the painting that is the center of focus, or the center, what's the word? Hold on, let me check the book. Oops. Okay, that center point is called the reference point. So if I move it around and then I rotate, then the painting's going to rotate from that reference point. And something that happens whenever you hit Control T or Edit Transform, you get this tool options for transform. Even though it's not a tool on the toolbar, it has a set of options, so you can manually plug in the exact amount that you want your image to either, this is for the reference point, to move the reference point around. So and then there's also the dimensions. So since I scaled it down, it's now at 72 and 73%. But if I can type in 100 and we'll go back to normal size. I can do it just for width, or I can do it for width and height so that it's back to its normal proportion. And there's something called scrubby adjustments where you can just roll. Okay, this I guess is for rotating it. I have to check. Anyway, these are all different options. Oh, I think this is for skewing. As you can see, it's really subtle, and I'll go over it more in just a second.